Hey, Lakers fans! Today we are diving deep into everything happening with the Los Angeles Lakers, breaking down rotations, lineups, and the subtle adjustments that could make or break this season. Watching the Lakers start their games, you immediately notice the starting five is performing at an elite offensive level, arguably the best five-man unit in all of basketball when it comes to scoring efficiency, spacing, and shot creation. They generate open looks, make defenses scramble, and consistently put points on the board. On the flip side, the bench is a completely different story. While it has defensive strengths that are among the best in the league, offensively, it struggles to maintain the rhythm established by the starters. This creates a noticeable imbalance that the coaching staff is constantly trying to address. It's why you hear a lot of discussion about injecting athleticism and defensive versatility into the starting lineup, especially when it comes to players who can complement the offensive firepower without sacrificing energy on the defensive end. The Lakers have options, and a key part of that strategy involves mixing veterans who can create their own shots with high-energy players who bring grit and hustle. One of the most talked about aspects of the current Lakers roster is the delicate balance between offense and defense. With the starters putting up incredible numbers on the offensive side, there's a real question about how to sustain performance when the bench is in the game. The goal is to find players who can generate points without disrupting the defensive scheme, players who can hit timely shots, make smart plays, and provide consistent scoring without needing to be the main focus of the offense. At the same time, there's the broader concern of managing minutes for star players like LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves. The team has to be careful not to overextend these core guys, especially with the playoffs approaching. Reducing minutes slightly while strategically placing veteran playmakers in the rotation can help ease pressure on the young stars and maintain overall balance. This is particularly important because the Lakers rely heavily on these players to create offense, but at the same time, fatigue could reduce effectiveness in the most critical games. So, integrating LeBron into more flexible rotations allows the team to experiment with lineups, ensuring energy, spacing, and defensive coverage are all optimized. Finding players who can self-create offensively is another high priority. Someone who can step up when needed, whether it's for a scoring burst or to relieve a star from carrying too much offensive load, can completely change how the team performs. This is why the conversation around adding players like Malik Monk, Keon Ellis, or other versatile wings has been so prominent. These players can provide instant offense, spacing, and the ability to attack closeouts without being overly dependent on the ball-dominant stars. Integrating a self-creating sixth man or wing allows the team to maintain consistent scoring while also letting the bench play a meaningful role. It's not just about points. It's about maintaining the rhythm, keeping defenses honest, and preventing opponents from exploiting mismatches when the starters rest. The Lakers' bench is already a defensive asset, but without complementary offensive firepower, they can struggle to close out games, leaving the team vulnerable in stretches where starters are off the court. Adding the right mix of self-creating scorers who can also slide into different roles can bridge that gap and bring more cohesion between units. At the same time, perimeter defense remains a critical concern. When facing young, athletic teams that push the pace, the Lakers have shown vulnerabilities. Opponents swing the ball, create fast breaks, and punish slower rotations. This is a formula for exploiting the current Lakers roster, particularly against teams with speed and transition capability. Enhancing athleticism and two-way play on a wing helps solve this problem. Players who can defend multiple positions, rotate quickly, and still contribute offensively create the kind of balance that is necessary for a deep playoff run. The Lakers have recognized this, and there's constant discussion about how to integrate these athletes effectively into the rotation without compromising offensive output. It's about finding the sweet spot between defense, offense, and energy management, making sure that the starters can play at a high level, the bench doesn't completely collapse offensively, and the team is ready to compete against faster, more aggressive lineups. Minute management is another essential factor that can't be overlooked. LeBron's return, for example, can alleviate pressure on Reeves and Luka, giving them slightly reduced minutes while maintaining team effectiveness. Adjusting rotations to include LeBron in different combinations provides flexibility and ensures that scoring output remains high across all lineups. This kind of adjustment allows coaches to stagger minutes intelligently, ensuring the team maintains pace, spacing, and efficiency while avoiding fatigue that could compromise late-game performance. Adding players who can take pressure off stars by scoring efficiently and contributing in other areas, whether that's rebounding, defense, or transition scoring, creates a more balanced team and opens the door for strategic experimentation. The Lakers need this balance to avoid relying too heavily on any one player while also maintaining the level of dominance expected from a championship-contending team. The strategic approach extends to the front court as well. Adding athletic bigs who can rebound, protect the rim, and contribute in transition can elevate the team's performance across multiple dimensions. Players like Theo and Jared Vanderbilt exemplify this, providing energy, hustle, and defensive versatility that allows the starters to focus more on offensive execution. Their presence on the floor can generate second-chance points, create opportunities for fast breaks, and enhance overall team dynamics. The Lakers have to think not just about scoring, but about how each player fits into a broader rotation that maximizes both ends of the floor. This includes creating matchups that exploit opponent weaknesses, maintaining spacing for shooters, and ensuring that defensive integrity is not sacrificed in pursuit of offensive efficiency. Ultimately, the Lakers' challenges revolve around creating a roster that is flexible, balanced, and capable of adjusting to different opponents. Offensive firepower, defensive reliability, and athletic versatility must all coexist to give the team the best chance at sustained success. Whether it's experimenting with lineups, integrating self-creating wings, managing star minutes, or maximizing the defensive potential of the bench, the front office and coaching staff are constantly looking for ways to optimize performance. There's also the ongoing discussion about leveraging trades to acquire players who provide both two-way capability and offensive creation, striking a balance that strengthens the team across multiple fronts. It's about combining veteran experience, young talent, and athleticism in a way that maximizes flexibility, allows players to thrive, and prepares the Lakers for the grind of the regular season and the intensity of playoff basketball. Each roster decision is intertwined with minute management, offensive efficiency, defensive coverage, and adaptability to fast-paced, high-pressure matchups, all of which determine how far the team can go when it really counts. As we continue breaking down the Lakers, another critical element to focus on is the integration of players who can complement the stars while providing consistent scoring off the bench. The Lakers' bench is already known for its defensive tenacity, but when it comes to creating offense without depending on LeBron, Luka, or Austin Reeves, the options are limited. This is where acquiring or developing self-creating wings becomes invaluable. Players who can attack closeouts, navigate pick and rolls, and generate shots without relying entirely on the star players can change the way the team flows from possession to possession. This not only improves spacing, but also prevents defenses from collapsing on the stars, allowing everyone to operate within their roles more efficiently. The goal is to find that balance where the starters can play with maximum offensive freedom, while the bench maintains enough firepower to prevent scoring droughts and defensive lapses from undermining team performance. Minute distribution is particularly important when managing a roster with multiple high-usage players. LeBron's presence on the court can help stagger minutes for Reeves and Luka, reducing the wear and tear on the younger stars and keeping them fresher for critical stretches of games. Rotations can be adjusted so that LeBron pairs with different lineups, mixing in defensive specialists or scoring wings, creating flexibility without sacrificing offensive efficiency. This kind of rotation planning allows the coaching staff to optimize matchups, exploit opponent weaknesses, and keep the team's energy levels balanced throughout the game. Having multiple combinations that allow for scoring and defensive intensity ensures the Lakers can maintain competitiveness even when the primary scorers rest. This approach is essential as the season progresses, especially against teams that rely on speed, transition offense, and perimeter shooting to pressure defenses. The Lakers' front court versatility also plays a significant role in their overall strategy. Athletic bigs like Theo and Jared Vanderbilt provide energy, second-chance points, rebounding, and rim protection, which are crucial for sustaining runs and closing out games. Their ability to switch on defense and contribute to transition offense creates opportunities for stars to focus on their primary roles while ensuring the team maintains balance. The presence of these players allows the team to run different offensive and defensive sets without losing cohesion. When integrated effectively, this kind of front-court depth creates mismatches, opens lanes for cutting guards, and allows the team to maintain both pace and spacing on both ends of the floor. It's not just about scoring points, but about controlling the flow of the game, dictating tempo, and preventing opponent runs that can shift momentum. Acquiring a self-creating player for the bench can provide the Lakers with a layer of unpredictability that makes their offense harder to defend. Players like Malik Monk or Cam Thomas exemplify the type of scoring versatility that can instantly change a game. They can create their own shots, play off ball when necessary, and offer scoring bursts without disrupting the team's rhythm. The key is not just finding a scorer, but finding someone who can integrate into multiple lineups, contribute defensively where possible, and maintain efficiency under pressure. Such a player can also relieve the stars of some of the scoring burden, allowing LeBron, Luka, and Reeves to focus on high-value plays while keeping the offense dynamic. In games where the stars are tightly defended, having a reliable secondary creator can be the difference between a narrow win and a devastating loss. The perimeter remains a focal point for improvement. Against young, fast, and athletic teams, the Lakers have struggled to recover quickly, rotate effectively, and close gaps on transition plays. Teams that swing the ball efficiently expose these weaknesses, creating open three-point opportunities or lanes for cutters. Addressing this through roster adjustments, athletic acquisitions, and strategic rotations is essential. Two-way wings, players who can defend multiple positions while maintaining the ability to generate offense, are a solution to this recurring challenge. Integrating these athletes while keeping offensive continuity ensures the Lakers can compete against teams that prioritize pace, space, and perimeter efficiency. Trades and roster moves are also central to this strategy. Finding players who can provide two-way impact without being overly dependent on the stars allows the team to experiment with rotations, balance minutes, and maintain consistency across all 5-on-5 units. Whether it's acquiring a wing who can defend, score, and create off the dribble, or a bench player who can hit hot streaks while maintaining spacing, these additions create a more resilient team structure. Flexibility in rotations ensures that the Lakers can adapt to different styles of opponents, maximize the strengths of their star players, and minimize exposure to the weaknesses of their bench. It's a fine line between adding talent and maintaining cohesion, but with careful planning, the roster can reach a balance that makes them difficult to beat. Energy and hustle also play a major role in the Lakers' formula. Players like Theo and Vanderbilt bring more than just points. They bring intensity, rebounding, and defensive effort that can swing the momentum in key moments. These elements are sometimes overlooked in traditional stat lines, but are crucial in games where effort and positioning dictate outcomes. Athleticism combined with savvy defensive awareness allows the team to execute fast breaks, contest shots, and recover effectively on rotations. Pairing these types of players with high-caliber scorers ensures that the Lakers have multiple layers of impact, both offensively and defensively, throughout the game. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the Los Angeles Lakers may be on the verge of shaking up the NBA landscape in a move that has fans buzzing across the league. Rumors are swirling that De'Aaron Fox, the explosive point guard known for his lightning-quick drives and sharp court vision, is headed to the Lakers. Sources close to the team suggest that discussions have been underway for weeks, and while nothing is official yet, the mere possibility of Fox donning the purple and gold has sparked a wave of speculation and excitement. For years, the Lakers have sought to recapture their dominant form, blending seasoned veterans with young, dynamic talent. Fox, who has consistently impressed with his scoring ability and playmaking, could be the missing piece that elevates the franchise's backcourt to a new level. Lakers fans have taken to social media, debating what Fox's arrival could mean for team chemistry, potential lineups, and how his fast-paced style would mesh with the current roster. Analysts are already theorizing about how his presence could change the Lakers' offensive schemes, noting his ability to break defenses down and create opportunities not just for himself but for teammates as well. Of course, acquiring a player of Fox's caliber is no small feat. Questions remain about salary cap implications, potential trades, and how management might restructure contracts to make room for the star guard. Yet, insiders hint that the Lakers' front office is determined, exploring all avenues to make the deal happen. In the locker room, whispers of a new era are growing louder, with players reportedly intrigued by the prospect of sharing the court with a point guard of Fox's talent and energy. While the deal has not been finalized, the buzz itself has already had an impact. Ticket sales, merchandise, and fan engagement have surged, reflecting the hope and anticipation surrounding this possible blockbuster move. If Fox does join the Lakers, the franchise could be sending a strong signal to the rest of the league that Los Angeles is not content to simply compete, but to dominate. For now, though, the city remains in suspense, waiting to see if this rumor will become one of the biggest moves of the NBA season. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.